knowing again that we are so much more than this body. We are the shining light and power and presence of the Christ, radiating beyond these skin and bones. We just tune into that love. Letting it wash in us, through us, over us. Just knowing that that is why we are here today. To connect again, to tend to the voice of love, to tend to the love we see in one another. And so we prepare our eyes, our ears, our minds to be present to this presence. We are grateful for this inner GPS system that is ever with us. But as we sing and dance and listen and look into one another's faces, in all of this, we behold the face of God. And we say, yes, 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 I am open to receive. So we create this space for everyone else who's yet to come through those doors, for them to tune in to the divine within them, to feel the power of this love moving in and through their lives. And we are grateful that as we leave this place, we are changed into more and more the likeness of the Christ we are. And so it is.
Welcome, everybody. We're so glad to see you today. Want to remind you that if you have a cell phone with you, now would be a good time to silence it. And I heard that Reverend Patty would be talking about the power of will and determination. And so I selected a song that I think fits the theme fairly well. It's called Can't Give Up Now. There will be mountains that I will have to climb, and there will be battles that I will have to fight. But victory or defeat, it's up to me to decide. But how can I expect to win if I never try? I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy, and I don't believe you brought me this far just to leave me. I never said there wouldn't be trials, never said I wouldn't fall, never said that everything would go the way I wanted to go. But when my back is against the wall and I feel all hope is gone, I'll just get centered and lift my head up to the sky and say, help me to be strong. I just can't give up now. Oh, I've come too far from where I started from. And nobody told me that the road would be easy. And I don't believe you brought me this far just to leave me. Oh, no, you didn't bring me out here to leave me lonely. And even when I can't see clearly, I know that you are with me. And I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy, and I don't believe you brought me this far just to leave me. I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe you brought me this far. I don't believe you brought me this far. I don't believe you brought me this far just to leave me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Let's all stand and affirm what we know to be true. God is good and all is well. What a wonderful morning, beyond compare. I feel God's loving presence everywhere. I am filled with joy profound in a world where many miracles abound. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. Please be seated.
Thank you all. Good morning, Unity. Welcome to Unity Church of Bon Air, where we live and express unconditional love and grow together in peace and prosperity. My name is Reverend Patty, and it is my joy to serve as the senior minister. And for quite a few years, I always thought this was quite a humorous title. But then I got the idea that I'm not not only am I not the only minister, I've got a whole church of ministers, and this whole ministry depends on the power of the Christ you bring forth, and I'm so grateful for that. Whether this is your first time or 100th time here, we're so grateful for your presence, whether you're with us in person or online. We enjoy sharing this special time together. We have come as part of love's divine purpose. This power within us that is always calling us to increased consciousness, to increased awareness of the truth of the love that we are. So we celebrate this connection of the Holy Presence that we share within us and all around us that we call God. And in that spirit of community, we unfold in light and love all spiritual and religious gatherings and all people everywhere. We especially welcome any of you who are here for the first time. If you're in the room, please raise your hand and you will be given a welcome packet. And we invite you, there's a name tag on the outside of the packet to fill your name out. So when you come into Fellowship Hall afterwards, people can greet you by name. And if you are with us online, be sure to visit our website and see all the activities that are happening. And this month we have quite a few wonderful ones. One of them is our Sizzling Summer, which is happening, and we have Susan Greenbaum with us, the first time I heard her, which was somewhere between 10 and 15 years ago, I saw this really petite person coming up on stage, and then I was just knocked over because she is mighty, small and mighty, and we'll enjoy having her so much. Okay, so it's time for our funny. So we have a woman whose birthday is coming up, and she's had a dream, and she gets up the next morning and says to her husband, "Honey, I had a dream, and it involved birthday presents that was like a necklace and a bracelet and a ring. What do you think that dream means?" And he said, "Oh, you'll have to wait and see on your birthday." So the birthday comes, and he hands her a package, and she opens it up, and it's a book that says, "How to Interpret Your Dreams." Well, we have, so I want to comment that we have some of our members that live in Colorado with us present this morning. Welcome, Stephanie and Aaron. And we have Frank in our midst, who did a little stint in the hospital recently. We're grateful for him. So let's take a nice breath and release. Drop our shoulders. Relaxing into our heart space. And remembering anew the truth of our being is this power within us that is the one presence and the one power that connects and brings life to all that is. So as we let this realization wash over us, we just become connected to the truth that we are all one in divine mind. There is no separation. We create this amazing space of love. And into this love, we bring all those names that are in our prayer box this morning. And any name you might be carrying with you in your circle of beloveds that you would like to add, either silently or out loud right now. And we are simply in gratitude for the truth that no matter what these beloved ones are facing, the power of God is present within each of them to tend to all their needs. They have all the 12 powers, but we'll name specifically the power of faith, the power of strength, the power of their imagination. Help them find their way, see their way through to the end of this circumstance and back standing and grounded in the principles we hold so dear here. We continue to add folks into our circle. And we think of our country. We think of not only the leaders of our country, but the leaders of the world. the places where there is war and loss, the places where there is devastation by natural causes, the places where there is pain, and we bring all of that into the circle of love, allowing our consciousness to hold that things do not have to remain the same, that love always brings forth miracles of connection, of harmony, of prosperity. And we see that unfolding for our dear world. And we think of our young ones, from the tiniest one to those we send off to school, to those who we send off to college, and then into lives of their own. We hold them in this power, knowing it is always at work in each of their lives, calling forth the ability for them to thrive and for them to know this power at work in their lives. And we think of our beautiful planet, of our universe, of this ever-expanding nature of all that is, and we are so grateful for the beauty around us, for all that it provides, and we just send our planet love and gratitude. And then we think of our own personal lives, of our loved ones, of the blessings we experience all the time. And just let those flow across our screen in our mind. And as we do that, we let our vibration rise up. We let our connection to the One rise up. And with this spirit of gratitude, we say together, I am grateful 3 times. Please join me. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. And let us affirm what we know to be true. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the omnipotent good. Time for some congregational singing.
That's right. Let's all stand. We'll affirm that Spirit is in this place. We have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. We have come with hearts wide open. We have gathered here in love. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. We sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm our life is sacred. We declare that peace is here. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Let's listen to Lucy for a minute.
Good morning, Unity. Wow, we have really done it. We knocked it out of the park with the getting all the supply drive there. Woo! Thank you, everybody. And I think Jody wanted to say something. Is Jody here? She wanted to say something about the wonderful effort and now how it gets transformed even further.
So you all, we have the stuff in, so now is time that we have volunteers who are preparing it all, organizing it. Oh my gosh, Susan, I'll tell you, she is so wonderful. Now, yes, she's not here today. She's not here today, but this is so wonderful. But what we're going to do is Women of Unity is meeting next Sunday after fellowship coffee and after the service, and we are going to assemble these backpacks for these kids. I think we have 54 or 55 of them. So if you are a Women of Unity and willing to do that, and even if you're a nice man with a lot of muscles who might want to help us a little bit, please come and do that next Sunday.
All right, thank you, Judy. All right, it's almost here. Our summer sizzling music series. First up is Susan Greenbaum. She and Chris are our guest musicians today. So we're getting a little taste of this today. But come Thursday, you got to come Thursday to hear even more. And you'll also get a little treat on Thursday. Ice cream is back. So pick up a flyer in the hallway there for the full schedule, because all throughout this next month, we've got wonderful music happening on Thursdays. Next, Claudia is giving a public speaking workshop, which begins today, and there's a few spots open. So if you're still interested and you haven't already signed up, you need to check with Claudia on that and see what the availability is.
And the workshop is today, right?
Yep.
At 12:30.
12:30,
And
yep.
it's not just a lecture. We're going to work on speaking from the heart in front of a small, supportive audience. Hope you, if you're interested, please see me.
There you go. All right. Becky Maines has also got an announcement here concerning the garden. So here's Becky.
Hi. So we need some help with the garden, and that's why I'm here and why I'll be out there at the table. Is for the program Adopt a Spot. So it's a commitment to be responsible for, like, maybe weeding one area, trimming, fertilizing. And the garden starts where you turn in from the road, and it goes past the labyrinth, down the hill, back up. And there's areas back there. I know a lot of you have never been back there. It's really pretty, little buggy, but pretty. So I'll be sitting out there. You'll have the team of the garden team backing you up, and we are still working on Thursday mornings from 9 to, depending on the heat, 11 or 12, but there's only about 6 of us, so any little bit helps. Thanks.
All right. Yeah, it's a great opportunity to be able to sit with the wonderful outdoors that we have here and to join with the nature spirits and elementals or whatever you believe there. Also, Elna's Prayer Shawl Ministry continues today in the lobby. You can grab refreshments at Fellowship Coffee and then head down towards the front of the building there. You don't have to know how to knit. You don't have to know how to crochet or anything. There'll be people there that will help you get into the spirit and activity of it. Speaking of Fellowship Coffee, Susan Green is here to share an update on refreshments.
All right. So, isn't it wonderful how we're growing? So many people are coming, more people every Sunday. The service is just amazing. We're averaging maybe 100 people, and at least half of those are going to fellowship coffee on Sunday mornings. It's starting to look a little like Golden Corral buffet. It's busy, and I just want to give a shout out first and foremost to the roughly 15, 18 people who are making that happen for you every Sunday. We have a team every Sunday. They're working hard to get that food prepared for you out on the table and then cleaning it up after you're long gone. So let's give everybody who's a volunteer a big hand. We have a thing called Friends of Fellowship Coffee, where we have a few people who are regularly donating funds so we can purchase things that we need. We also have a few of you who are regularly bringing us one thing, like coffee or paper plates. If you want to be in that gang of Friends of Fellowship Coffee, please come and see me, and we can talk about what you may be able to help us with. I understand this morning there was a lot of generosity coming in the door. I was in here, but Howard tells me we had lots of food coming in. That's wonderful. We do right now could use a few more blocks of cheese and some of those frozen appetizer type foods that we can keep on hand, because you all eat a lot. So the more you can help us with, the better. We still do not need crackers. No crackers. And there is an offering box on the table there. If you are able to share with us, then we'll keep sharing with you. One quick note, I didn't get permission for this, but Howard and I are finally coordinating another cornhole tournament. It'll be in September. Right now, we're hoping that there will be 40 of you, which is 20 teams, who will want to play in September. We'll give you more details later. Right now, we're in the market for borrowing cornhole boards. We'll need 10 sets for 40 people. And right now, I think, Howard, we have about 6 that we've lined up. So see Howard or I, if you have cornhole boards, whether you can play or not, if you can let us borrow them. Thank you.
All right, and then again, our next church-wide book study is meeting again this Tuesday on August 4th. Not April. We meet in person here at 6:30, or you may join by Zoom. It's an interesting conversation, so I would encourage everyone to be a part of that. It's about developing, more of a spiritual community, not only here, but also wherever we've got things going there. Okay, and next Saturday, August 8th, we're having a celebration of life for one of our stalwart supporters, really one of the main builders of all of this, Rusty Rothrock. So come and join us for that. So keep up with our opportunities by checking the e-news, which I think is still on hiatus.
No, it's going.
Oh, it's back on? Okay, good deal. And the events calendar on the website, or pick up a paper calendar on the table in the hallway if you're of that ilk. All right, now let's just take a moment and kind of calm ourselves down for today's daily word. When Thomas says he can't believe in Jesus' resurrection unless he touches the wounds for himself, he is describing those moments when God's infinite, eternal good seems too hard to believe. Jesus' response is instructive. He doesn't criticize Thomas, doubt, or demand blind faith. Instead, he offers exactly what Thomas needs, inviting him to touch the wounds and see for himself. Jesus meets him where he is, then invites him into a deeper way of believing, one that can trust in unseen blessings. The invitation is open to me too, and you. Whether your belief is steady and confident, or you long for the reassurance and signs of divine presence. I trust I am divinely supported and dearly loved. Today's scripture reading is from John 20:29. Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe." And now it's time for our affirmation, and I'll say it once and then ask us all to repeat it for 3 times. I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. Together? I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. And so now, more music.
And now we present Susan Greenbaum and Chris Parker. And friends, I want to remind you, there are flyers outside. Take them home, share them with your neighbors, post them on social media. We would love to see a big crowd for every show. Thank you.
This is a song by Todd Rundgren.
Your price, a ticket to paradise. I can't stay here anymore. I've looked high and low. I've been from shore to shore to shore. If there's a shortcut, I'd have found it. But there is no easy way around it. Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. Shine on us all, set us free. Love is the answer. Who knows why someday we all must die. We're all homeless boys and girls, and we are never heard. It's such a lonely, 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 lonely world. People turn their heads and walk on by. Tell me, is it worth just another try? Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. Shine on us all, set us free. Love is the answer. Tell me, are we alive or just a dying planet? What are the chances? Ask the one in your heart for the answers. And if you feel afraid, love will find a way. If you've lost your way, love will find a way. If you're all alone, love will find a way. If you're far from home, love will find a way. If you're down and out, love will find a way. And all your hopes run out, love will find a way. And if you need a friend, love will find a way. And if you need the end, love, we got to love, we got to love one another. Light of the world, shine on
Chris Parker.
Thank you, thank you. So I have a quick story to start us off. When President Kennedy wanted to put a man on the moon, he called in an expert named Werner von Braun, excuse me, an engineer who worked on rocket technology, first for Germany and then many years for the United States. And he asked him, what would it take for us to go to the moon? So as I'm reading this story, I'm thinking, well, how much money, how much time, how many people, all these questions are running through. But you know what Werner said? His answer was, the will to do it. What a brilliant answer, right? The will to do it. So the power for this month is the power of will, and it's a magnificent power. It's the sacred capacity to choose love-aligned action rather than control, force, or fear. It's this inner power that lets us decide how we will respond and what kind of presence we will bring to any situation. So I'm going to invite you to listen to a reader's theater about this power shared by Stephanie, Kathy, and Julie. So please give them a warm welcome.
A reading from the Apostle Paul, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child.
Will too.
Will not.
Will too.
Will not.
When I became an adult, I put an end to childish ways.
Will you?
I will.
There have been times when I was troubled.
I will if you will.
Don't even start with me.
There have been times when things got rough.
Even if you won't, I will anyway.
It's your free will. Have at it.
Well, I will.
Fine. Just keep your free will over there, and I'll keep mine over here.
And then there was all that confusing business about God's will.
How can that be God's will?
This is not what I signed up for.
It all comes down to this. My will is my own executive power. If I will or if I won't is up to me. I have the ability to choose, to direct, decide, to determine, and the results are all up to me. I can use my will too much.
You will or else.
Will not. Absolutely not. Never.
Or I can leave it underdeveloped.
I don't know. Will you?
But when I'm in sync with my divine nature, my will is a truly awesome power. I can direct my thoughts and action to be the best I can be.
I feel good about this choice.
I will too. This decision feels right.
And think about it. Will is the fuel behind every move I make.
What will I wear? What will I say?
Where will I go? When will I do it?
We make choices all the time, and our choices shape our lives. Own your power. Take responsibility. Create your good.
I will.
I will.
Everyone together?
I will. Thank you, ladies. So Viktor Frankl wrote in his famous book, Man's Search for Meaning, about what he learned during 3 years in concentration camps. And it was, Circumstances beyond your control can take away nearly everything except your freedom to choose how you respond. Will, then, is the power connected to this choice. Jesus chose to stay connected with the truth he knew within, even when it was at odds with the truth being upheld by the religious professionals of his day. Over and over, he chose to include the poor, women, children, lepers. He chose to bless, to heal, to teach love, and affirm the value of each individual. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus modeled spiritual will by yielding his human desire to the divine within by saying, "Not my will, but yours be done." He was not submitting to some external force, but aligning with the highest consciousness, with the Christ within. So I'm going to talk about three aspects of will: the ability to choose. Will gives us the freedom to decide our own path, our response, and our focus. Our choice matters. Will gives us an opportunity for conscious alignment. True spiritual will means unifying your personal choices with divine goodness, peace, and harmony, rather than self-centered, egoic choices. And finally, it sets us in a mental direction. It acts as the inner CEO that determines what thoughts to invest in and what negative patterns to release. So I want us to look at the disciple that's for this power in Matthew 9. Before Matthew became a disciple of Christ, he was a tax collector or publican in the town of Capernaum. Matthew was also called Levi, the son of Alphaeus. And Jesus said to Matthew, "Follow me." And he got up and followed him. It's likely that Matthew was the name Jesus gave to Levi after his conversion. Now, some of us know that tax collectors were absolutely despised by their own culture because they worked for the Roman government, well, strike one, and they enriched themselves by collecting taxes from their own people, often dishonestly collecting excessive amounts. So it's likely that Matthew was well-to-do, since Luke reports that Levi hosted a great banquet for Jesus with a large crowd in attendance after he chose to walk away from his table of collecting taxes and following Christ. So Matthew, this name we know in Scripture when somebody changes their inner way of being, that's often their name is also changed, and his name means gift of God. It symbolizes the power of decision and direction. His immediate response to Jesus' call shows what love-aligned will looks like. The willingness to leave an old identity behind and step into a higher possibility. When will is guided by divine wisdom rather than personal impulse, our decisions become a clear expression of our purpose. And so then our values get thrown in the mix too, right? Because our purpose and values are united. So I heard a great story about Mother Teresa on a trip to the Honduras. And so this is a very old story. She died in the late 90s, and so this is back when they actually fed you on airplanes. So she's on the plane with this young man sitting next to her who is here to support her and learn how she does ministry, how she's thinking, all this kind of stuff. So she's sort of near the front of the plane, and the stewardess comes down with starting to hand out meals. And she says to the stewardess, "Well, how much does that meal cost the airline?" And she says, well, I don't know. I've never been asked that. And she goes, well, could you find out? So she goes and ends up with the captain, because nobody else seems to know either, and it's about $1. So she comes back and says, it's about $1. So Mother Teresa goes, well, if I don't eat my meal, would the airlines be willing to give me $1 to give to the children in the Honduras? Stewardess back up to the captain. The captain goes, it's Mother Teresa, I'll give $1. So word spreads through the airplane, and 129 people refuse their meals. So now she's up to $129. So in this woman's will, amazing. So then she goes, well, what are they going to do with these meals? And the woman says, well, we're going to have to throw them away. And she says, well, can I have the meals for the children in the Honduras? And so back up to, yes, you can have the meals. So now they're getting ready to land, and she sees the little carts that all the luggage goes on, and she says to the young man sitting next to her, well, will you ask if we could have one of those carts to deliver the meals? So he goes, all right, excuse me, could we use one of those carts to deliver the meals to the children? So now headquarters has to be called, and headquarters says, you can't even get publicity like this, of course. We'll let her use a cart for the meals. And then she turns and looks sideways and sees another airplane pulling in, and the young man says to her, I don't care what you're thinking, I am not asking if we can use that plane. So one simple love-aligned request opened into $129, 129 meals, and a cart to deliver them. When will is grounded in love, our consciousness rises, and others are lifted into greater love also. Although choice involves effort, to choose is not to force. She did this very gently in her questioning. But there seems to be a sweet spot in the balance between effort and allowing, where will becomes powerful. The power of will is less about exerting control over what is happening and more about choosing our response to what is happening. So will is this directing power of the mind. It gives us the capacity to focus our energy, to make conscious choices and move with intention rather than simply reacting to circumstances. And all of us know how much trouble that can get us into. When our will is aligned with spiritual purpose, it becomes more than personal determination. It becomes the inner strength that helps us live in harmony with divine wisdom. As Charles Fillmore wrote, will is the faculty through which we choose and direct our course. When we make decisions opposed to divine guidance, we can find ourselves on a long, bumpy, and painful road. But the invitation is always to return to the crossroads where fear made the choice and choose again from love. We can shuffle back and forth between darkness and light, learning to let love lead us. And that's what maturity is. As we keep, making decisions and discovering, that's what happens when we choose that we keep moving back toward, I'm going to stay grounded in love. So one final story. So you may want to locate a Kleenex box here. So Antoinette Tuft was sitting at the front desk of an elementary school in Atlanta, filling in for a secretary, when a young man walked in with an AK-47 rifle and hundreds of rounds of ammunition. There were about 800 children in the school. She called 911 and began talking to both the dispatcher and to the young man in front of her. Now, what you need to know about her is she had already experienced a terrible year up to this point. Her husband of 33 years had recently left. She was caring for a son with multiple disabilities. She had a daughter who was entering law school, and she had known deep depression and darkness. She recognized hopelessness because she had been there. The young man, as they were talking, had told her, well, he probably should have gone to the mental hospital, that he was off his medication, and he really didn't care whether he lived or died. He said he was prepared to hurt the police and everyone else with him. Antoinette told him she understood. She spoke honestly about her own pain, her family, her fear, and the love that kept her from giving up. For more than 25 minutes, she stayed with him, with the 911 on the phone, also speaking calmly and keeping him connected. And at one point, he stepped outside of her office, outside of the building, and let out a few shots at the police, and then came back in. And then in a few moments, she saw a child starting to enter the front door, and she called him to come back in, come back in. So they kept talking. Then she got on the school PA and said, what was going on. And she said, this man did not want to hurt anyone. He was sorry. She wanted to assure them that all was okay right now. Then she asked him to put the gun and the ammunition on the school counter, to lie down on the floor and give himself up. She told him, it's going to be okay, sweetheart. I'm proud of you. I love you. Not one child, teacher, police officer, staff member, or the young man himself was hurt. What saved those children was not a bigger weapon, a locked door, or a bulletproof vest. It was one woman who had survived her own darkest days and refused to let a suffering young man believe his troubles were permanent. She had the will to treat him with compassion. She had the will to become a loving presence. He felt heard, and because of that, everyone lived. So I'm going to go back to our beginning story, and like Kennedy, I am asking you, what will it take for you to do something that seems impossible? For you to thrive, for you to overcome a present obstacle, for you to choose to love yourself, for you to create a life you love, or maybe to start over again, to be a single parent, to trust the divine within, to trust another person, to be in a circle of love in a relationship with you. The answer is the same for each one. The will to set your small, willful self aside and allow the will of love to be your guide, and to keep choosing it over and over and over again. So, my dear ones, I behold this in you. You are the living Christ. This power of will lives and dwells in you, and it ties in with our 5 principles. The 5th principle is, these other 4 principles are great, but if we don't put them into action, what good are they, right? So will is the power of moving from the thoughts, the emotions, the feelings, to doing the thing that is ours to do. So I behold you saying, yes, I will, to all that lies before you in the power of God's great love in your life. And so it is.
It's time for us to move into our meditation right now. Lead me to the light. Lead me to the light. Help me to make it through. Lead me to the light. Make my eyes to see all that I can be. Help me to make it through. Lead me into the light. Turn my nights to day. Take the hurt away. Help me to be with you. Lead me to the light.
So let's take a moment to be in that light. Let's take a deep breath and release it. And one more, going more deeply into the presence. So this is the invitation from the power of will. To stand in the place of saying, I make decisions that are grounded in my positive nature and expect them to unfold with perfect, joy-filled outcomes. I notice and appreciate synchronicities and sacred moments that are filled with the unmistakable presence of God. My mind, heart, and inner being recognize and rejoice in the infinite possibilities life offers me. From an elevated spiritual view, I make choices that are life-affirming and growth-oriented. So I'm going to invite us to go into the silence. Just go in with the question of, what is mine to do? How can the power of will serve me in this moment? And here we go. I invite you to listen to the rain falling and to let that be a blessing to each one of us, from the divine to symbolize, I'm pouring out whatever you need to walk the path that is before you and live from the place of love. And so with this blessing, we close with these words. I'm going to invite you to let my words be your words. I move forward with confidence as I consciously choose each step on my path. I am grateful. And so it is. So as our gushers come forward, I invite you to hold your offering in your hands or in your consciousness as we say our blessing this morning. Geez, I forgot it. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the joy of giving and receiving. Let's enjoy Susan and Chris one more time.
I should probably do that.
When the day is a little too deep and it's rough just getting up, and when the light is too dark to sleep, oh, and nothing is all that fills my cup, I think of you, you get me through, you help me do what I gotta do. I'm getting up, I'm on my way, here I go. I'm gonna reach a little bit higher, I'm gonna stoke that inner fire, I'm gonna preach a little bit of laughter to everyone I know. I'm gonna run a little bit faster, I'm gonna make a true love last. I'm getting up on my way, here I go. And when the light is a little too dim and it's tough, oh, it's tough to find my way, and when I've lost all my vigor and vim, and I cannot find my voice to greet the day. No, I think of you, you get me through, you help me do what I gotta do. Getting up, I'm on my way, here I go. I'm gonna reach a little bit higher, I'm gonna stoke that inner fire, I'm gonna preach a little bit of laughter to everyone I know. I'm gonna run a little bit faster, I'm gonna make a said through it. Yes, I am. Well, here I go. Well, here I go. Said here I go. Yeah, here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Tell you here I go. Said here I go. Here I go. Well, here I go. Here I go. Well, here I go. Oh, here I go. Said here I go. Yeah, here I go. I'm getting up on my way. Here I go. I'm gonna reach a little bit higher. I'm gonna stoke that in a fire. I'm gonna preach a little bit of laughter to everyone I know. I'm gonna run a little bit faster. I'm gonna make a true love last. I'm getting up on my way. Here I go, and here I go. I'm getting up on my way. Said here I go. Yes, I do. I'm getting up on my way. Say here I go.
Yes, thank you. So let's take a moment to acknowledge these gifts and bless them. We know that the gift and the giver are one, and as we send these gifts out into the world, we send them with our intention, with peace, with joy, with hope, with knowing that the presence of power, of divine love and life go with them. So we say, thank you, Spirit. And let's close with our I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. And so it is. So I'm going to invite our chaplains to stand and invite you all to take advantage of these wonderful beings of love and light at the end of the service to share your gratitudes or your challenges and be held in the light. And then we're going to have our children come in just a moment, but when they come in, we're going to thank everybody from our greeters at the front door to Ann was in the bookstore this morning. The men have been in the kitchen with their aprons on, and we've had a wonderful readers theater. We've got Dan and Carrie in the back. We had Susan and Chris and our fantastic music team. And now we invite the children.
I am walking in the light of God. 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 I am walking, I am walking, I am walking in the light of God. I am walking, I am walking, I am walking in the light of God.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Melody, and I was with our YFM this morning, and we also had Jen helping out, which was wonderful. And we were talking about the power of will today. And so our older girls decided by will that they would rather crochet today than do the project we had on hand, which was fine. They all included each other. It was wonderful. And we had a great session. And then the other guys went outside, and Lotus went to the garden and picked some cucumbers and tomatoes. So we had a great day today. Thank you.
And our teachers and all our other folks that help. Friends, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are, and we see you doing amazing things. And please stand for the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.